Boof.
It's important to note that this toxin is also present in their eggs and tadpoles.
But like then their babies are spicy too. Yeah, they're spicy chia seeds. They're not even like the good kind. Man, like so, I mean, they're just like super invasive and nothing can stop them? This is crazy. We're going to watch The Toad That Broke Australia. Let's go. If I play the play button.
Australia is home to some of the deadliest animals on the planet.
They're having a fight.
But what if I told you there's one creature they all fear? An invasive species, millions strong, wiping out native animals that we are locked in combat with to this very day. What kind of vile beast is capable of spreading such reckless hate? The answer is this fat f***ing toad. But how did this war begin? Well, to answer your question, we're gonna have to go way back. The year is 1866. We are in the land down under, and our story begins the same way many tragedies do. With the British.
What?
You see, having gone hippity-hoppity, your ancestral home is now my property around 90 years back, the Brits were in full swing, rampantly colonising the country. And part of that included agriculture. Now, they brought with them many crops, but the important one in this story is sugarcane. Sugar was valuable, not only for trade, but also because, well, the f***ing tea isn't going to sweeten itself.
Okay, really quick about the British. It's crazy to me that England dominated so many countries with, you know, spices.
It's been 84 years.
But why is their food so bland? Anyway, we're colonizing for all those spices and we're not using any of them.
Visit. But you see, sugarcane only grows in the heat, which ruled out the south of the country. It also likes humid environments, which ruled out Western Australia, which left them with one option. And so, the cane farmers loaded up their first Stardew Valley save in Queensland in 1866. But the farmers ran into an issue. You see, Queensland is home to these nifty little bugs called Dermalopida albahertum. These are native beetles that hit their macros by munching on plant leaves. So when cane farmers joined the Queensland Minecraft server and set up a f***ing Hermitcraft-sized farm, the beetles were in heaven and set to work demolishing the plant leaves. Now, funnily enough, the adult bugs weren't actually the problem. Sugarcane leaves hold all value. But the problem is that with such an abundant food source, the bugs started multiplying, laying their eggs around the base of the plants. These eggs hatched into larvae, and unlike the grown-ups, these little worms don't eat the leaves. They eat the roots. And so the sugarcane starts getting absolutely fucking spit roasted, and the farmers can do nothing but watch as sugarcane yield plummets through the floor along with their profits. This whole situation really pissed off the farmers, who banded together, went to the Australian government, and told them to fucking fix it. Sir, a horde of creatures is destroying the cane fields.
Sir, another Google drop.
And so, the Queensland government founded the Bureau of Sugar Experimentation Stations, or the BSES, in 1900. This team of crack scientists then immediately set out trying to solve the very same issue every single Factorio player faces. This place is covered in bugs. They are breaking my shit. How do I violently slaughter the local wildlife in order to expand capitalism and my profit margins? The BSES pondered this question for 25 fucking years. They tried spraying chemical insecticides. Didn't work. They tried injecting insecticides into the soil. Didn't work. They tried releasing the fucking cordyceps fungus. And it still
the fungus in The Last of Us.
Then, one day in the office, while pondering this question, Jamwon had an idea. Okay, we are getting outmaneuvered by the cast of Bugs Life. Someone in this office, please give me anything.
Toads.
What about cane toads? What? Cane toads. Those big fucking fat things that exist in the cane fields in Hawaii. I mean, it's a frog. They eat bugs.
What eats bugs?
We just introduce an invasive species to fix a problem caused by an invasive species. I mean, what could possibly go wrong? And so, in June of 1936, 2,400 brave cane divers were deployed to the fields to deal with the arthropod
The
menace.
Xenos!
But there's just one
Destroy the Xenos.
small issue. Cane toads were fucking dog shit.
Why?
Yeah, funnily enough, big, fat, slow, ground-dwelling toads were not exactly the smartest solution to deal with beetles that spend the
weren't they
majority
underground?
of their adult life 6 meters off the fucking ground.
It's over, Anakin! I have the high ground!
On top of that,
Yeah.
cane toads don't dig for food either, so they didn't eat the larvae. Now, this all sounds like information that should have come up during the research
Yeah.
and study phase of the plan.
Yeah.
This, however, implies that there was a research and study phase. The BSCS did not conduct a single fucking study on environmental
Source, trust me,
impact before releasing an army of cane toads. Are you fuck? This complete absence of brain cells caused a rather spectacular domino effect of ecological fuck-ups, and it's going to teach you a value.
So not only do we have the problem with the toads, but now we have the problems with like the beetles and the maggots and everything else destroying the... My dude. Help.
Lesson about invasive species. You see, while the cane toads barely ate what they were supposed to, they did eat. And as incredibly large omnivorous toads, they ate practically anything they could fit into their mouths. Rats, mice,
Lizard.
snails,
Lizard.
baby birds. It was the toad equivalent of fucking Kirby. And then, not unlike the exact problem they were brought here to solve, with all that food, they started
Okay, I'm glad that they didn't start humping and bumping. But like, they're kind of cute little big backs, don't you think?
reproducing.
Yeah.
A lot. In fact, female cane toads can lay anywhere between 8,000 to 30,000
There's so many... Ew. Babies everywhere. Does anyone get that reference? It's okay if it's okay if I'm the only one who...
Hey, you're hot and I feel great. Let's get married.
All right, but I want lots of kids.
Me too. 500 of them.
Yeah, babies everywhere.
Back in the day, they had this like feel great commercial. And there was this lady and she's like, ew, babies everywhere. The guy is like, and I want to get right into making babies. I think he said like 10,000 of them or something. Anyway, it's old. It's old. It's old. Forbidden chia seeds goes crazy. Aren't you glad you only have 4 kids? Yes. That's all I can handle, man.
eggs per clutch. But I mean, this should not be too much of a problem. Australia is home to some of the deadliest creatures on the planet. Surely, the local wildlife has this under control. Wait, what? Cane toads.
What? Are they
poisonous? So those
Oh.
little bulges on the shoulder? And those are parotid glands, and they are packed to the brim with bufotoxin.
Great.
No, that's not a D's nuts joke. Got him! Now,
Are you talking
whenever
about the
adult
Power Thirst comedy commercial? I am! Yeah! Yeah, feel great! Oh, yeah, that one.
toads are threatened, they will squirt this white, sticky fluid out of the glands. And when ingested, it does two things. One, makes you trip absolute balls thanks to the hallucinogenic bufotenin. And two, the other ingredient, bufogen, just straight up gives you a fucking heart attack.
Boof.
It's important to note that this toxin is also present in their eggs and tadpoles. Now, in their natural habitat, this isn't as much of a problem because everything around them has had...
But, like, then their babies are spicy, too. Yeah, they're spicy chia seeds. They're not even, like, the good kind. Man, like, so, I mean, they're just, like, super invasive and nothing can stop them? It's crazy.
Do you get dehydrated a lot, need a drink that won't break the bank? Then you should get Gamersupps. They believe in traditional American values, like anime girl guys. It's caffeine-free and caffeinated in 2 kinds of tubs. Gamersupps improved my social life, and now I can stop seeing people in the mirror. Popular flavors include Guacamole Gamer Fart 9000, Sweet 6-Pack, Blowhole Blast, and Sploosh. Use discount ChaCha at checkout for 10% off. Stay hydrated, stay hydrated, stay hydrated.
Thousands of years to get good and deal with this f***ass poison build by either developing immunity or learning to eat around the glands. But Australia is not their ecosystem, and despite all of the deadly animals we've got, they have had a grand total of 5 minutes to adapt to the presence of the f***ing... Now, quick question for the class. What happens to an animal population when there is nothing to eat it? It gets bigger.
Yeah.
And so, shortly after being introduced, a rapidly expanding tyrannid swarm of toads began to spread across the country. The
They were the
BSES
Xenos.
noticed this and did fucking nothing. Because it technically didn't affect the sugar cane. The swarm spread further, occupying all inhabitable parts of Queensland, and they were laying so many fucking eggs that their clutches began polluting the waterways like a bufotoxin teabag, killing native fish as well as any animals that drank from the water.
Yeah,
The
that is
BSES
totally uncool.
did nothing.
Totally.
Those eggs hatched into tadpoles, which started killing more fish. The BSES still did nothing. The swarm advanced,
continues.
breaching into the Northern Territory and New South Wales. When questioned, the BSES insisted the toads were doing their jobs and everything was fine.
There are no
By the
toads.
1980s,
In
the
Boston
toads were now starving out or just fucking eating local wildlife and one-shotting anything that tried to eat them. And considering,
No.
at this point, there were 5 fucking million of them,
So what ate
that
them?
happened a lot. So, with local wildlife being absolute...
Who could stop this dilemma? Like, I feel like it would have to be some kind of animal that has like poison resistance against, you know, these little big back toads. John Cena. I don't know if John Cena can fix this.
absolutely fucking decimated, the BSES was forced to acknowledge that maybe, just maybe,
Listen,
Yeah, that's a problem.
we fucked up.
but oh well, everyone makes mistakes, nothing we can do about it. No, they left it for the government to clean up. Sir, a second horde of creatures has escaped the cane field.
Yeah.
Fuck! Yeah, they realised just how much damage was being done and in 1986 began funneling federal funds into controlling the
Triple the
population.
toad budget.
They tried trapping and physically removing the toads, but unless they had 5 million traps, that wasn't going to do shit. Biological warfare was proposed in the form of releasing viruses and parasites, but was shot down because it would do just as much damage to the native wildlife. And so, the toad front continues to advance to this day.
Wow.
So where does that leave us? Short answer is kind of fucked. Cane toads now threaten a total of 75 native species, and they've even driven populations of animals like the northern quoll to complete extinction in parts of the country they infest. And with the population now sitting at 200 fucking million toads, that infestation is spreading, with predictions showing.
Dude, for this reason, when an invasive species that doesn't live where it, and you introduce that invasive species, this is why, like in places like Hawaii, they don't allow you to bring, like, foreign fruits or items or whatever with you to Hawaii, or taking fruits and whatever out of Hawaii, and not just Hawaii, but like other places too, where they're very like particular, because if you accidentally, you know, introduce some crazy invasive species, you know, you ruin ecosystems. Look at freaking goldfish, dude. Like, goldfish, people take their goldfish and like flush them down the toilet, and then they wind up being like invasive species in like different lakes, and they get like huge. They get freaking huge. Goldfish aren't even good eats. Man, I think if, like, you know, you got a catfish and a goldfish and you like, I think people probably would still think that catfish are better than freaking goldfish, man. I don't know, man. She said goldfish, and now I want to snack on goldfish. Anyway, they're good crackers. That's right.
They will be fucking up ecosystems in 5 states in the near future. And given that they have...
Aren't goldfish like a subspecies of catfish or something like that? Are they both in the carp family? Are they? Either way, they're like garbage fish, man. They're not even good. Yeah, the little snack crackers. The snack that smells, man. Goldfish. Those are great. Those are fun. But yeah, anyway.
Amassed a population 10 times the size of the humans in Australia, the government has completely fucking abandoned the fight for eradication, switching focus to harm reduction, using bait toads covered in non-lethal but unpleasant substances to try to teach local wildlife that toad bad. On top of this, the government has encouraged the broader public to, just fucking kill the toads. You are supposed to do it humanely by
Isn't goldfish a delicacy in some parts of Asia? Wait a minute. Let's talk about that for just a second. Just a second. Just because some people eat a food, I wouldn't say it's a delicacy, man. Like, what do you mean a delicacy? Wait a minute. I feel like that's some propaganda right there. I don't think there would be a way to make it good eats enough for it to be considered a delicacy. Because think about it. If they're invasive in different areas, and you could make it taste good, figure out a way to cook it and make it good, don't you think it would, like, people would transfer that knowledge? You know? Yeah. Not much meat on that fish. Well, I mean, there's a few different fish that, like, you know, don't have a ton of meat and people still eat it anyway. So, like, look at sardines. You have to get sardines in freaking mass if you want to have anything, like, good with sardines. So, yeah. Necessity does not make things into delicacies. It just makes people find hidden delicacies. I don't know about that. Yeah, there's some big goldfishes out there. I just ate some sardines. I like sardines. I do. Maybe that makes me weird.
Catching them and sticking them in a freezer for 48 hours, but most people don't want a frog taking up their freezer space, so they just use a golf club or a car.
Driving in my car right after
And with this being Australia, our wildlife is also putting up a fight. Keelback snakes, for example, are immune to their venom, and Ricali and magpies have learned to flip them onto their backs before getting a feed. Now, jokes aside, you want to know who I feel
Okay, I can get on that train. A delicacy doesn't mean it tastes good. Think monkey brains. Well, the reason why people don't eat monkey brains, I'll tell you why they don't eat monkey brains. It's because diseases. There are diseases in monkey brains, man. There's diseases in those things. Like, where it would, like, They've got like bacteria in them or whatever it is that make people forever sleep. Okay? You can get diseases from eating monkey brains, and that's why people normally don't eat them. So, yeah. Prions disease. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Escargot. I've had snails before, and they're a little too chewy, and I don't like them. I do like oysters. I do like sardines. I don't like octopus. I think the texture's too chewy for me. If it's like too chewy and weird, this is gonna probably be another one. Tripe. I don't like tripe. I can't do menudo. Like, give me pozole every day, but like I can't do menudo. Menudo. So.
Genuinely f***ing awful for? The toads. They didn't ask for any of this shit. They just got dumped onto a random island and did their thing, and now they are being actively hunted. No. The in this story are the BSES and the cane growers. Because you may be thinking, why were they allowed to do this shit in the first place? Well, that's the neat part. They weren't. The federal government banned the f***ing idea when they came up for it in 1935, based on the advice of entomologists who rightly presumed the toads would become a bigger f***ing issue than the beetles. But the BSES and the cane growers lobbied to have the ban lifted in 1936. We are stuck in permanent toad combat because these dickheads looked at scientific advice and went, nah. You have got to be fucked. G'day, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and thank.
What's wrong with octopus? I don't like octopus because of its texture. If it's like too chewy or too like, if I can't properly chew it. If I can't properly chew it up, I'm probably not gonna eat it. If it's too cartilagey, I'm not gonna eat that either. So, yeah, food is interesting. Yeah. So it's not that octopus is bad. I'm just not an octopus girly. Calamari's fine. Like you fry up calamari is fine, but like I can't do big pieces of octopus. Anyway, those chewy tentacles, I just can't do them.